Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Madam Secretary, for being here today. I do have some serious concerns and questions I want to raise with you. First of all, the real truth is that farm country is in crisis, and the people that I represent deserve and need answers. American farmers wake up before dawn. They don't ask for handouts. They ask for fair markets, reliable policy, and a government that doesn't make life harder for them. Government has made life harder for our farmers. And so this administration has failed them on all three counts. But let me just be clear about something. What's happened on your watch and under the laws of this administration, we're seeing an increase in everyday costs, cuts to nutrition programs, pushing many, including children and veterans, off nutrition assistance. We're seeing a useless tariff battle and the abandonment of small farmers. So let me begin with this administration's war on nutrition. We're already seeing millions lose access to nutrition benefits from the implementation of H.R. 1, not a beautiful thing. 17,000 individuals in Mecklenburg County, which I represent, have already lost their food assistance benefits. And we're talking about people being pushed off of these benefits, who are not able-bodied adults, they avoiding work. They're workers. They're elderly individuals. They can't navigate a new bureaucratic work verification system. They're veterans who fell through the cracks of a needless administrative agenda. They're children whose families are caught up in the turbulence of economic downturns, and this administration helped cause that. SNAP participation nationwide fell by 4 million people between July 2025 enactment and February 2026. And that's not efficiency, that is hunger. SNAP is not just a nutrition program, it's an economic and agricultural market driver. So, Madam Secretary, this administration, you cut SNAP, terminated local food programs, gutted FSA, other regional office staffing, and then you called that reform. But reform implies measuring outcomes, and it implies accountability, it implies that somebody somewhere in that building is tracking what happens next. So please tell me, does USDA have a long-term data and tracking system in place to measure the widening of the poverty gap increase that increased hunger throughout the country and the collapse of grocery access in rural communities and other areas with limited access? And that's a yes or no question.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Well, listen, it's still causing a lot of harm, but Secretary Rollins, you serve at the pleasure of this administration, and you've used farm country as a bargaining chip, not a priority. This department and the administration really needs to be accountable for soaring production costs, reduced global export demand. Markets our farmers spent decades building have been handed to countries like Brazil and Argentina and Australia, while this administration picked trade fights that it had no plan to win. So can I get a specific number? Do you know how many billions of dollars in agricultural exports to China has the United States lost as a direct result of retaliatory tariffs imposed by our trading partners since this administration took office? Do you have a specific number?
Actually, we've increased exports in the billions, about $22 billion in the last year since taking over. So I think your information's wrong.
Well, over almost 15 billion, Madam Secretary, 15 billion. That's from China alone, not to mention other trading partners. Well, let me move on. As the USDA Secretary, have you conducted a comprehensive economic impact assessment of the retaliatory tariffs on American agricultural producers? Have you done that?
Yes, ma'am. And corn exports are up 20%, dairy's up 11%, tree nuts up 21%, ethanol's up 20%, and fresh fruits and veggies are up 4% just in the last year.
Okay. Well,
we've struck 19 new trade deals.
Okay, let me
so
claim
we're
my
getting
time.
it back.
I have another question or part of that. So can this committee get an analysis within the next 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So let me ask you, I've talked to you, I think, before about the 1890s. I'm an 1890 graduate.
Yes, ma'am.
And I worked with Mr. Scott a lot on the issues. And the Department of Agriculture, in my opinion, has a legal and moral obligation to support the 1890 historically black colleges and universities. But right now, we're failing that obligation. You've proposed separating the 1890 research program from the extension programs. That's creating a major problem. I really wish you would take another look at that.
Well, I sure will. I had all the
Generally, time has
1890
expired.
presidents in about a month ago, and we had an incredible conversation and are partnering together. So I would love to get more information on
All
that.
right, so I'll follow up with you. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am, and we'll get
Thank
the
you.
30-day trade
very much.
to you as well, within 30 days. Thank you, Dr.
Mr. Chairman,
Adams.
I yield back.